Well, whenever I build a bike, I a lot of times I don't like to do the same thing over and over again. So, like a lot of people get stuck in a rut and they come up with a style that's successful for them, and then they end up kind of doing the same thing over and over again because it's like uh, it's like a default mode, you know.
Yeah.
And every time I build something, I like to at least challenge myself to create some kind of different style, and otherwise it gets really boring. It's like when you meet someone who's been wearing the exact same outfit for the last 30 years. You know, they say they're like, well, I've always been a Levi's jeans flannel shirt guy, and they act like they're some kind of trendsetter. But I mean, in real life, you know, all they did was wear the same damn thing for 20 years, and the style happened to catch up with them. So it's like, no, you're not that cutting edge. You're just a moron who wasn't able to figure out how to wear something other than Levi's and a flannel shirt. And I think it's the same way with builders, or not builders, but some people with their motorcycles. They'll ride around on a long front end chopper for 30 years, that's all they'll build. And then when the trends eventually catch up with them, they're like, yeah, see, I was way ahead of my time. And it's like, no, you just weren't creative enough to figure out how to build different things, you know. And so, it doesn't really impress me if somebody was ahead of their time, because most of the time that's just a cop out. And for me, I just get way too bored too easy, I mean, not that everything I built is just completely different, but I try and challenge myself fabricating to come up with different systems for accomplishing the same thing. And be that a bracket, making it out of a box, and it's all just little things that maybe I'm the only one who will notice, but it's stuff that I guess keeps me excited about building. And so every bike I do, at least, if they look similar to something else I built, they may look a little similar, but they're not as far as how I did the whole build. And if I ever get to a point building where I'm starting to stagnate and just build the same thing over and over again, I'm probably going to just quit building. I'll just start doing cars or something, because I just don't ever want to get to that point where I'm typecast.